Hello everybody and welcome to my video. Today I will be reviewing a movie I've been meaning to watch for a really long time, Knives Out. I won't spoil a ton here, but just be safe. If you don't want to know anything or much about this movie, then don't watch this video. If you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen Knives Out, then go ahead and watch the rest of this video if you want to. This movie was really good though, and it's safe to say that it's one of my favorites that I've seen recently. There are so many twists in this movie. Watching this is like when you're underwater and you don't know which way is up, but in a good way. It can be confusing, and rightfully so. This movie has some great subtle moments that I think you have to look really closely to catch. I've only seen this once, but I'm excited to go back and watch this again to see what I missed. It's pretty rare that I rewatch anything, so that goes to show how much I like this. There are so many famous actors in this. Christopher Plummer is in here, who played the captain in The Sound of Music, and so are Anna de Armas, Chris Evans, Daniel Craig, and Jamie Lee Curtis, just to name a few really noticeable ones. I get that being a famous actor doesn't necessarily mean that you're all that talented. I hate to say that, but I mean, sometimes that's true. But I thought all of the actors in this nailed it, really. There are a ton of callbacks in this movie at the end to what stuff had happened in the beginning. I won't spoil specific moments in case you haven't seen it because I think they're just great and it wouldn't be as good if you know if they're gonna happen. But I was really impressed by the callbacks and it sort of helped conclude the movie for me at least. It would have felt like a less complete ending without those callbacks. And it was still a very complete ending. That was another really good thing about this movie, but that was like the cherry on top for me. There are a ton of characters in this movie, which is normally a bad thing in my opinion for any type of story, but it works here. Sometimes having a lot of characters can be confusing, but they're introduced pretty well, and we get to know, I'd say all of them pretty well by the end of the movie, because the characters at first are kinda confusing, but, they get there, and they're better, and the movie does a great job with that. I love how Knives Out has more or less a light-hearted tone. It has some dark moments here, very sure, but overall it isn't a doom and gloom murder mystery. It's really funny at some parts, too. I was talking about the twists here earlier, and like any good murder mystery, they're amazing. They worked unexpectedly well. At the end there, I actually gasped out loud because they were shocked. I loved this. I think of Knives Out as an onion, like the great Shrek once said. This movie has layers, and they peel off perfectly as more things get revealed. The pacing of the story is incredible, and I really enjoyed it. This movie was so good. Knives Out is a parody of really any murder mystery, even with a whole creaky house and antique furniture package, which I like. It's even have a cliche where the dude who got murdered is a super rich old guy. Now, like I said, I like all this, and I think it's a modern take on the genre, but I don't think everyone will agree with me about that. I think some people will think it's kinda unoriginal, and they won't see that this is really good, and I feel bad for him because this movie is really good, but I can see how some people wouldn't like that. One of the only things I really disliked about Knives Out was Marta having the condition where she froze up whenever she tells a lie. It seemed a little lazy writing to me, having her do that, even though it was crucial to the story. I just thought that the whole thing was a little bit dumb. I'm sure other people don't mind that, but I just wasn't completely on board with that, the whole story. This is a little bit spoilery, so skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to know a big part of this movie. I'll give you a few seconds. But I don't like the detective being good at the end. It just seemed really cliche, and I kind of thought a modern take to this murder mystery would switch things up a little bit. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a little bit of a different ending, but it was still good. Anyways, I really enjoyed Knives Out. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a while, and I watch a lot of movies. I really recommend you guys watch it, and rewatch it if you've seen it. It can't hurt, it's well worth it. I rate Knives Out a 9.6 out of 10. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video because it would really mean a lot. Make sure to tell me if there are any movies or shows you'd like to see me review next, and I will see you in the next video.